Well, we got some great email questions today. Robin writes in, I was married to a very emotionally abusive man for 19 years. He would go weeks and months at a time not speaking to me to punish me. I felt God released me from the union because even though my husband was there physically, emotionally, he left the marriage a long time ago. I'm at peace, but my ex continues to tell my kids that I'm a sinner because I remarried happily and left the original marriage. What are your thoughts, please?
Well, I think, you know, there are two causes in the Bible. One is adultery, fornication. The other is desertion. And I think you can make a clear case that that husband had deserted you a long time ago. Yes, he was there physically, but he deserted you in every other way. But I don't want to play Philadelphia lawyer, but I think you moved on. And I have said, and I think there's time for the church, as the church, to rule on some of these issues, because we've got so many people in so many different unions, and the pain and suffering that's being inflicted on people. I think there has to be some ground. Now, you can always leave, but you said you left and remarried. So you talked to a pastor about that. You say, what's my view? I don't know what to say on that one because I don't know enough about it. Okay.
All right, Liz writes, I have noticed that when many Christians tell testimonies and stories, they say that God clearly told them to do something. How do they know that God is telling them to do something? Would it be considered blasphemy to say God told me to do something when he really didn't? Please help.
Well, they're false prophets. You remember the Bible talks about those who say the Lord said when he didn't say, and God was mad at them. I think the Bible, you read Hebrews, it says those who through reason of use have their senses exercised that they can discern good from evil. So there's a question of use. You have to be practicing the presence of God to discern what's good and what's evil. And there's no substitute for experience, that's all.
You know, and God says he'll confirm his word by two or more witnesses.
Of course he will. There are many ways of getting confirmations. I wrote a book about how to know the leading of the Lord, so it's you know, but anyhow, how do you know? Well, the biggest thing is through using of use. All right, what have we got?
Well, that's all the time we have right now for our email questions.